Hi there. We all know that most loans require some type of down payment, but what else should you plan on having to pay for when you buy a house? The cash to close is the final amount needed to pay the day of closing, and this can be broken down into four sections. The down payment. For VA loans for veterans or active duty military, they can purchase with zero down. For people buying in rural areas using a USDA loan, they also can put down zero. For a conventional loan, first-time buyers can put down as little as 3%, and if you've owned a home in the last 3 years, 5% down is required. For an FHA loan, a minimum of 3.5% is required. Any earnest money paid prior to closing gets credited towards your down payment. Then there are lender fees. These will include fees like origination fees, processing fees, underwriting fees, any discount points to buy down the interest rate lower than the current market. In addition, you'll typically have an appraisal fee and pay for your credit report. The next section of fees would be your title fees. These will include all costs from the title or escrow company or from a closing attorney if one is being used. And this will include things like a title search on the property, issuing a title insurance policy, as well as handling the disbursement of funds to all parties involved. In addition, there will be recording costs, which include things like local and state recording fees, as well as any transfer taxes. Escrows. When buying a home, you'll need to pay the first year's homeowners insurance premium so that coverage is in force from day one. If putting down less than 20%, you typically will also need to fund up an escrow account for future property tax and insurance payments, the amount of which just depends on when they are next due versus the actual closing date. This makes sure that there's enough in the account when those items are due, since you likely won't have made 12 regular monthly payments prior to those payments being due. While most of these items are paid by the buyer, the seller can pay some of these costs or can even give an additional credit towards all of the buyer's costs if negotiated into the purchase contract. Typically, the seller also credits the buyer for property taxes that have not yet been paid since their last payment was made to the county. That basically sums up all of the costs involved when purchasing a house, but if you have any further questions, don't hesitate giving me a call. Have a great day.